Which table are you choosing? It's lunchtime, you are in middle school, it's your first day here and you know literally no one. Sweat beats down your forehead because you have nowhere to sit. So you stop to glance at the tables to try to decide which will suit you best. So many different decisions, but which one would be right for you? Now you might be thinking that it depends on what your taste and personality is. Well, actually it's not. It's very simple mathematics. And I was able to weave out the perfect seating for the perfect human. Well, not the perfect human, the average human. It's easy, and I wanted to break it down for you fools that think that this isn't rocket science. So if you're saying that you wanted to choose table number 8 because that's where all the main characters are, then I'm sorry, but you are sadly mistaken, and I'm about to break it down for you. So sit your sorry butt down and let me teach. Why am I being so humiliating right now? I just got a lot to prove. I just got a lot to prove to the world. No more talking, let me just explain. At table number 1, we see Chucky, Carl, and Filbert. Now I know most of you would look at this table and think this is the nerd table. Well, my dude, you are just wrong. Just because they all have glasses doesn't mean that they're nerds. Get it through your skull. Alright, this table is actually the table that values their self-esteem and their life. All 3 of these characters have best friends that literally just take them on absurd adventures that literally almost get them killed. These 3 boys are the only senses of reason in their groups of TV shows. They may be a little cautious, but being cautious isn't a bad thing. This table is not that bad. This is not the nerd table. Don't think you're not cool for sitting at this table. This table is a strong table, and if you're the person that loves their life, then you would sit at this table because you don't want to die. And these guys won't put you in any situation that you won't feel comfortable in. And neither should you. You shouldn't put someone else in that situation. So like, just be mindful, okay? I'm talking table 1 up quite a bit. Rest assured, this is not the best table, all right? And speaking of people who love their lives, let's look at people from the opposite side of the spectrum. All of these guys hate their lives. They're all depressed, bro. Vicky is probably a poor college student that has no path in life. Plankton is a failed businessman, and his best friend became more successful than he could have ever dreamed of, and Zim is just stupid. Well, actually, I don't really remember if Zim is stupid. He may have actually been smart. I haven't seen Invader Zim in a long time, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't the brightest man. That's why they sent him to Earth instead of like an actual planet, because Earth is the dumb planet. But from out of all of these 3, Zim is probably the easiest to get along with. Vicky is just she's gonna be mentally and physically draining you, bro. Plankton is literally just gonna be scheming against you guys. He's literally just evil. Plankton is not, you're not getting along well with Plankton unless you're like also evil, bruh. But speaking of being miserable, these guys are miserable and they're vocal about it. At least these guys were not vocal about hating their lives. They're just subliminal about it. These guys are outright with their hate for their life, bro. Squidward, Debbie, and Ed Bighead are all notorious party poopers. Squidward is always raining on Spongebob and Patrick's parade. Like, if you really hate them that much, just move, big fella. No one's asking you to stay. Debbie Thornberry, well, to be honest, Debbie is like in a horrible predicament. I feel sorry for her, but she still hates her life. She could be like Donnie, her little brother, and just love the wildlife around her. Like, she hates her life because she's a teenager and she's forced to be in the wild because her freaking family is like seeking fame and fortune. And so she's missing out on her like most pivotal moment of her life of meeting people her age and like figuring out who she is and going on her own self journey and living her life because of her dad, who's an idiot. And she's surrounded by idiots like Donnie. Well, her mom and her sister aren't idiots. You get what I mean, all right? She just hates her life and she takes it out on other people. Ed Bighead, what was this? What was his deal? He hated his job. I'm pretty sure he hated Rocko, and I'm pretty sure him and his wife were like always on the verge of divorce. He didn't like that his son was a cartoonist, and he had a huge deal with that. And also, I'm pretty sure there was something about how his son was trans or something like that, or his daughter, and I'm pretty sure he didn't like that at first. So he is literally just transphobic as well. That's not where you want to sit. Listen, I think that's clear for literally anyone that this is not where you want to be sitting. You want to be sitting at the best possible table with funny people, with people that will consider your feelings, and people that will stick with you for the rest of life. They will be emotionally stable and I've studied this. All in all, this table is all around trash. There's not much reliability here in any substance of the form of the word. So let's not dwell on the negativity of this cafeteria. Let's go to something greater. Table 6 is the table of just straight goofballs. And I know that this is like, oh yes, let's sit at the funny table because it's gonna be all funny. Let's be real. The funny table, where all the funny kids are at, is where all the trouble and the mischief goes down. Listen, you gotta surround yourself with smart, intellectual people. You don't wanna be sitting there looking a fool when you're in the backseat of a police car with your best friend because he asked you to like blow fart bubbles into like the teacher's mouth or something. Whoa, pause. I was just saying stuff that's never happened to me. This is just the imaginary thing. This is not. Let's just keep going. At this table, we see Patrick, Cosmo, and Sheen. These guys are just all idiots, and that's what makes them so funny. All these guys are funny, but let's think about this for a second. Are any of these guys, when you watch them and you laugh at them, are you laughing with them or at them? And their whole comic relief value is just how stupid they are. Like, at some point, that's just gonna get annoying to be around. Like when they make a spin-off of Planet Sheen and a spin-off with Patrick Star Show or whatever it's called, it just comes out trash because you need to have some ground. You need to have some stability in your life. You can't just have constant goofs and gags and hilarious. You just can't. It's not possible. It's not realistic. And frankly, it's not the best option. And I think we all understand that. And if you don't, you need to spend a little bit more time in the real world, little boy. Let me teach you a little something about life. But if this was a perfect world where we just could be goofballs all day and have no repercussions of our actions, then this table is probably the best pick. Let's be real. The best thing about this table is probably how, since they're all so stupid, they're not gonna like hate on you or like disapprove of you or anything like that. So you're just free to be yourself, because you can't get any more stupider than these three. That's for dang straight. I think we all know how trash this is. Just watch Planet Sheen, and that's basically what your life would be like if you were sitting at this table. Trash. Speaking of Planet Sheen, we see Jimmy Neutron sitting with like-minded peers. He's sitting next to Sandy Cheeks, who is a really smart gal, and he's sitting next to the girl from Hey Arnold. I'm being real, I don't remember what her name is. She wasn't very memorable, but I'm pretty sure she was smart. I'm just being a hypocrite if she's not actually smart, and I just see glasses and I think she's smart. At least Jimmy has Sandy Cheeks. This is obviously the smart table, I feel like. This table will look down on you. Trust me. Actually, maybe not. These guys are fine, but they will realize that you're not as on the same level as intellect as them. And I don't know if they will show it, but they'll definitely know. And I feel like if you're not on the same level as them intellectually, which, let's be real, you cannot be on the same intellectual as Jimmy Neutron, bro. His last name is a freaking electron. What? That's not what that is. I already forgot. And if you know that the people that you're around with you're just the dumbest one out of all of them, then I feel like that's just gonna make you feel some type of way. I know most of the people watching this are stupid people, including me. I'm sorry, that was really mean. You're not stupid, you're smart. You're probably smarter than me. This table is, the expectations are way too high, man. They're way too high. You gotta go somewhere next to your level. So I was editing this video and I realized that I didn't cover one of the tables. Honestly, this table is just obvious that you don't want to sit here. All of them are just trash. I don't even need to really go through this table. It's just obviously not a good table. Helga's gonna bully you. Timmy Turner literally has his old bully right there, bro. And I don't even remember who the last one is, but those two alone are already setting it off that you do not want to be sitting here. No, sir. Don't want to sit here. Already off the list. It's that easy. I don't need to explain it much more than that. Thank you very much. Table number 8 is the table of main characters. And if you think you're the main character of your story of life, I'm sorry, but you're not a normal person. You're not the main character. Wake up. We have Aang, we have Spongebob, and we have Arnold. This table, there's not too many disappointments with this table. This is a pretty sweet table. The biggest problem is Spongebob. Spongebob is the biggest problem. Spongebob is dragging everyone down with him, bro. Arnold also has a bunch of wacky stuff happening to him. And I feel like most people don't want wacky stuff happening to them on a daily basis. Arnold isn't a wacky fella, but the stuff that happens to him is. He has like a Milo Murphy's Law type of ideals. And Aang is literally a freaking warrior, bruh. You mess up once in front of Aang, he will dust you, bro. You don't want to sit next to someone like that. Maybe you would want him on your side, but like, this is your first day at lunch, man. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to connect with Aang. Well, to be honest, Aang is a upright man. It's just too good to be true. You gotta be real about it. And that leads us to the last one, and what I think is personally the best choice out of all of them. Table number 4. We have Korra, we have Otto Rocket, and we have Eliza Thornberry. This is probably not the most flashy table, but that's perfect, bruh. Life is not flashy. This isn't a movie. This isn't a Nickelodeon TV show. This is a table of just swell people all around. Eliza is smart, but not too smart to make you seem dumb. Otto Rocket likes adventures, but he also keeps in mind with his friends, and he's also very good friends with his peers, with his friends. And he's also very athletic, and he loves doing stuff with other people. So if you want to go skating or you want to go snowboarding with someone, you can just hit him up and he'll always be down. Korra, she is also a freaking warrior. She is definitely gonna be on your side if something goes south. Listen, all 3 of them combined together is just a powerhouse, bro. I don't know what you're gonna be contributing, because they already got brains, skill, and brawn. Yeah, this table I think is the best option. It's just all around bangers. It's like when you pick Mario in like the Super Mario Olympics, bro, or like in Smash Bros. In life, you just gotta get used to life to survive, man. This is not about being the top dog or being the most popular, bro. You just gotta go out here and survive for real. And that's just facts. And that's on God. And that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you're new, subscribe. There's a new video every Friday. We out here. We going out of here as well. So I'll see you guys next time on Nickelodeon when they make me a Nickelodeon cartoon show like Big Nate.
My name is Cronk. Boy, don't get bonked. You can't even see my stonks, cause when they turn that thing on the track, they turn it up so loud it smack. Hey, hey, hey.